Alright guys, let's take a look at OKB Token from OKX Exchange. I want to go ahead and say I don't own any of this token, unfortunately. I just never had enough money to buy 100 outright, and that's usually my minimum for anything that I'm buying, guys. Now, we do have a lot of news to talk about here with this token, and we do need to jump into some technicals. Now, in the last several days or so, let's put this on a daily time frame. You can see here maybe 1 week this thing has been surging, but let's put this back on a weekly time frame real quick. And I want to go ahead and say that if we look at this trend line, it has never broken down on a weekly time frame here. If we zoom in, you will see this. Now, there have been wicks, of course, but it has never closed a weekly candle below this trend line, which is pretty amazing, guys. Now, even if we go to the daily time frame, I want to show you this. This is really amazing as well. We have to go back to last summer, basically, and it's right here on the 5th of August, and on the 6th of August, it actually got back above that trend line. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see this a little bit better. But yeah, you can see it lost this trend line on that day. Basically got a bounce here on this support at 32.15, bounced up. It actually retested this twice and started moving up again. So yeah, this is an amazing token. I don't even think BNB is this strong, guys. So yeah, I love BNB. BNB is my favorite. It's actually my largest holding. But this one has just really never broken down, and at least from the trend. Now, taking a quick look at the volume profile, guys, it's hard to get this full chart in here, but this is all the way up here at about 215 bucks, 16 bucks. So I'm actually a little bit surprised there's any volume here that really registers, because it's gone up so quickly. But basically the biggest support that we have is down at about $66. So a little bit worried about that, because there's such a large gap. You really don't want to see that. I know a lot of people back a couple of years ago, they were worried about BNB breaking under about 200 bucks because there wasn't much support. I don't remember what the support was, but it was way under 200 bucks. So this is a little bit worrying. Now, these orange lines here, they are daily supports, but I'm going to go ahead and say that these are very weak supports because there's just been really a few days trading here. So yeah, if we put this on a daily time frame, I mean, you do have support at about 133 bucks all the way down to about 90 bucks. But guys, this is a really, really small support. Now, taking a quick look at the Bollinger Bands, we do have some narrowness here, at least on a monthly time frame, but not really any pinch. So let's move now to the weekly time frame, and let's zoom in here and see if this got anything like a pinch. But it did pinch in really a few weeks ago. Basically, the week of the 21st in July did pinch in, but it really didn't even start moving until a few weeks later. So yeah, I don't think it's the result of this. Now, let's look at the daily time frame here. And is there a pinch? It's not really, actually. There was more narrowness back here on the 30th of July. That resulted in actual downwards action. So yeah, I don't really see any pinches with the Bollinger Bands that would result in such a pop. Now, we need to look at the RSI and stochastic here, guys. And I think everything is pretty much going to be overheated here. But on a monthly time frame, the RSI is extremely pointed to the upside here. It is overheated. And the stochastic is not overheated just yet, but this is coming up pretty heavily. So kind of a mixed signal here. On the weekly time frame, the RSI is pointed really to the upside, and it is overheated as well, guys. Now, stochastic still isn't overheated. So again, mixed signal, but it will catch up eventually. The daily time frame is overheated on both, unfortunately. Here, the 4-hour time frame overheated as well on both. The 1-hour time frame, this is interesting now, isn't really overheated on the RSI, kind of trying to avoid that. Now, the blue line has just crossed that red line to the downside. So momentum may be slightly down here, but again, it's in neutral territory. It has a long way to go, but again, this is only the 1-hour time frame. So it's not a very, high time frame. Now the 15-minute time frame, this is actually oversold. Looks like it's about to start curving up here. And RSI is a little bit flat here, so this may even be the best time frame that we have seen. But again, it's only the 15-minute time frame, and if we look at this in the 15-minute time frame, this is basically just consolidating right now, waiting for that next move. I do think it's waiting to cool off a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure how high or how much higher this will go. Maybe they'll announce something more, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. Now on the MACD on the monthly time frame, guys, look at this. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. The momentum has really shifted to the upside. It has a dark green candle. This is a very large dark green candle, and it's never actually had a green period in its history, at least on the MEXC exchange. So this is very interesting. Now if we go to the weekly time frame, also very interesting that you just get these large candles right after actually a dark period here of red. So usually you see kind of a tapering off where you have like light red and then you get these greens, but this is just, mega greens instantly. So really interesting. I don't think it's ever had such, wow, look at that candle compared to the history. Now on the daily time frame, it'll probably be something similar. Yeah, it's never seen anything like this, guys. Those candles are huge compared to what I've seen, and this is pointed really, to the upside. So momentum is to the upside, at least on the MACD here, but I just don't know how long it can really make it much higher without any more news. I do feel this is probably going to pull back quite a bit. I would be worried for people who held this. If I held this, I might go ahead and take my profit. Now, I want to go ahead and say I did call that I was going to sell CoinW token the other day. Now, I sold it actually at 12.3 cents. Went up to 20. It may pull back. I'm waiting. Unfortunately, I did sell it early. I didn't lose anything though, guys. I actually made money on that token. But it was the only token that I was holding in that exchange, and I left that exchange because it just, I don't know, I mean, it needs to get a little bit better. The staking rewards and things aren't so high. I don't know, I feel it needs some improvement. They did a lot of advertisement in the past, and I don't see much advertising from CoinW anymore. So yeah, I don't know, I'm a little bit worried about that exchange. I don't, I think it's going to make it, of course. I don't think it's going to do anything like FTX, but hey, they need to do a little bit better job with their exchange. And if that's the only token I'm holding, well, I'd rather buy some tokens on another exchange with that money. Now jumping over to the tokenomics, this is the number 39 coin, guys. It's up about 22.5% again today. But how long can it really keep maintaining this price, guys, and going higher? So you do have this announcement here about the burn and the circulating supply adjusted to 21 million. Now, they do have a max supply of 300 million. Now, it isn't to say that they can't inflate this again, unless they said that in some announcement, which I'm not aware of. But the max supply is 300 million. So something that is like comparable is Gate Token, guys. So they also have a max supply of 300 million. And you have to go to CoinMarketCap, I think, to see the max supply, because I think in CoinGecko it doesn't say there is a max supply. But anyways, guys, doesn't really matter. If Gate Token can do something similar like OKX with their OKB token, you may see something similar in price action. So I do have Gate Token, and I've held it since about, I don't know, like $8, $7. And it's not doing too bad, and I do feel it does have a chance to pull something like this, or maybe even like BNB did last cycle, guys. Now, before I go a little farther in this video, guys, you can claim some bonuses on my favorite crypto exchanges below. I have partnerships with 10 exchanges, and you can get Moodix here, guys, with a free 7-day trial, and you can follow me on X here. Now, jumping over to Bitcoin here, guys, I do have maybe some bad news. We do have an M pattern here. As you can see, these blue lines. we are breaking this little neckline, unfortunately, to the downside. So if that's the case, guys, we do need to measure this, and basically let's take the measurement like this. Let's move this over here. And yeah, the target will be actually down at about a little bit less than $105,000 according to this. Now, that's not an exact measurement, of course. Let's just say about $105,000 though. So let's hope we can pull ourselves back above the 112,450 mark before the end of the night. There's still several more hours in the day, guys. So let's not worry just yet. But, you know, it's only technicals. It doesn't mean it has to happen either. So let's see what happens, you know, here in the next few days. Jumping over to Ethereum though, guys, it doesn't actually look that bad. Yesterday it got that bullish daily engulfing candle. That's a good thing, but it is coming back to retest some levels here. And it's sitting around $4,200 right now. So again, let's see what happens. It is actually looking a bit stronger than Bitcoin, thankfully. So yeah, we do need to get back above 4,300. That was basically a difficult support that we just need to get above. After that, guys, we don't really have that much above us. We have some daily resistances. We also have to break this Fibonacci, of course, and then the all-time high. So the main thing, though, is getting back above 4,300 in my opinion. Now, the total market cap here is going down a little bit. We're at 3.75 trillion. We do not have a bearish daily engulfing candle here yet. We're very close, but we're getting support at 3.74 trillion. So that's a good thing. Let's hope we can avoid that bearish engulfing candle on the daily time frame. Now, if we take a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, it's getting support at 1.51 trillion on a monthly time frame. So again, if we close the monthly candle above this, that's one more step in the right direction. But yeah, we do not also have a bearish engulfing daily candle here either. So again, another good sign. Now jumping over to the dominance here, we haven't really done much with the dominance today. It has gone up a little bit. Okay, Bitcoin has taken back a little bit of the dominance here, but yesterday it saw a big red candle to the downside and closed the lowest it's been since beginning of February. So still, I just think it's going to trend down probably very slowly here in the next several days. But yeah, it really hasn't done much today. Now, USDT dominance has actually gone up again and broken this trend line for now. Again, there's still 3 hours and 22 minutes. Let's see if it can, you know, be held down by this trend line. I think it will be, but hey, it did break it a couple of days ago, but fell back through yesterday. Now, the altcoin season index remains frozen at 51. Liquidation heat map here, you have about 230 million that have been wrecked in the last 24 hours, mostly long still. Now, the liquidation heat map like this, you can see there is still a little bit below us, around the 111, let's say. Maybe it goes down, hits 111 before it bounces up. There's a little bit more liquidity though above us, so a lot more shorts would get wrecked if we go up. Now, fear and greed 50. Yesterday was a 44, so we're in neutral territory. Next update in about 3.5 hours. Bull market peak indicators, guys, this is still why I'm holding out hope here. It's still 0 from 30 have been hit, still 100% hold. The best indicator in my opinion is the Pi Cycle Top indicator. Still hasn't crossed yet, guys. Now, tomorrow at Jackson Hole, Fed Chair Powell is speaking, so let's see what he says. But today was actually a very negative day according to Moodix. The sentiment is now strong risk off, and that trend is actually growing. So, unfortunately, that's the way it looks right now, and risk off does not mean crypto assets. So, this is not a good thing for us. Now, this has gone down as well with FedWatch Tools, 71.5% chance that we're going to get that quarter point cut, unfortunately. So let's see. There's still a lot of time left, guys. A little bit less than 4 weeks, but that's still a lot of time. Jumping over to crypto bubbles, it doesn't look too good for hour, day, week, and month. Unfortunately, only OKB here is up very big. Now, if you want to stake your OKB, I don't think there's anything in here. I did do a grass video last night. Check that out. But anyways, guys, you can check out Coinondo for any staking deals here. And anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, guys. Check out those exchange partnerships that I have below. And guys, I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.